Hello, 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 everybody. This is going to be a quick, unscripted video where I'm going to talk about a few things. Firstly, I want to apologize for being so absent on the platform here uploading videos and making more of the President series. So therefore, jumping straight into what I want to talk about today is the series itself, and I think the issues I've had with the latest episodes that I have recorded and created for the series, being that the storytelling element that I love so much, I feel like I haven't been grasping onto. I have been really safe in my storytelling. I haven't done anything crazy wild or anything like that. And I think what we'll see is moving forward a somewhat of a soft reboot in storytelling for the series. And what I mean by that is stepping away from the grounds of Skyrim. Basically, how we are on the Dawn Guard right now. I think it would be good if we continue the story from where it is right now with Sheogorath taking Joe, because that can be a fun and interesting episode to create. And then time skipping the Dawn Guard, getting our characters free to do what it is they want. Do they want to go camping in the woods again? Do they want to go raid, whatever they want to do, right? I don't think tying them to the main storyline of the game is very interesting. I think it kind of halters my ability to tell a good, funny story, and there's so many better things that we could be doing, and it's just there's only so many jokes I can come up with as the writer of how many times they can be fighting the same bandits over the same storyline, over the same quest, and how many times I can try to put humor into that and make it somewhat funny, you know? I think I can do a lot better of just raw storytelling, like telling a good story with good humor, with dirty jokes, raunchy humor, whatever. So I think that would be better, and I think it would be more fun as a creator. Think just overall stepping away from the Skyrim story as a whole and using the game as more like the world, you know, because Skyrim, in my opinion, is probably the best game to create cinematic kind of pieces in, I guess, little mini movies, mini series like this. It's just, you have such a great world, great mods. If my computer was upgraded, I could enhance the quality, make it more cinematic, run higher mods, increase textures, all of that, but unfortunately at the moment I can't do that. I always imagine one day maybe being able to put enough money into my computer to create like a send-off, maybe like President's movie in Skyrim, like a little film, and that would just kind of wrap it all up. Imagine using 11 Labs, which is what I use to clone the voices, to create a more interesting storyline using multiple characters from the game, creating dialogue across all characters. That's kind of what I'm more so leaning towards. So a soft reboot in the series, I think, moving forward would be ideal, and I think that is the direction we are going to take it. I'm pretty much certain that that's what's going to happen now. It would be more fun to create dialogue between multiple characters and storylines than to follow the narrative of Skyrim of clicking the words and having our characters reply to scripted words that everybody's already seen a million times because everybody's played the game a million times. I think that's one thing that stopped the series from really taking off was, while it is fun and raunchy, I think people have seen Skyrim so many times now that I think they're genuinely tired of it. Now, I think it's really cool that some of you have reached out and said that during the time I was creating a lot of episodes that, hey, you got me back into Skyrim, you bastard, like, holy shit, I can't believe it. Like, that was funny reading that. But as somebody who doesn't really know, I don't know super in-depth lore of the Elder Scrolls series, I know some things. It's probably better for me to step a little bit away from the series as far as storytelling and create my own thing that I can create, that I know, that I understand, and should I need anything, I can do research. But so that's the kind of direction I think the series should be taking, and if you've listened up until here, I appreciate it. Now, for the channel as a whole, I do want to expand outward into creating other content, and I know I'm probably going to receive some heat for that, because it's not the President's, but over time, eventually the series will end completely. And when that happens, obviously, there's nothing else to do but create new content and hope people like it. Now, will that be more cinematic style stories that I tell in Skyrim? Probably. There'll probably be some. I've had a few ideas. I really like the Witcher series, but that one, it's a little more difficult because the story has to be so much more rich and correct. I mean, I can get away with a lot in the President series, but so I'll be focusing on them for now. The Witcher project was a fun little one-off episode. I thought I would turn into more, but probably not right now, if ever. But definitely the Presidents, I want to focus on that, and then focus on other projects. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. If it's going to be using more AI, more presidents. I don't want to become one of those channels that just focuses all their content around Trump, Biden, Obama, reacts to this, that, or, you know. If I could come up with an idea that's fresh and nobody's done it, and it's more interesting, and people are like, okay, instead of, oh, he's just another one of those. Because eventually I think that this AI stuff is going to die out. I do, especially with the presidents. I think it's one of those things in media right now on YouTube that's like going crazy because it's not even fresh anymore, but it's still pretty popular. But I think it is definitely going to fall off extremely hard at a certain point, so I don't want to be caught in that when that happens. But I genuinely enjoy the characters that I've, I guess, created. Not that I created them. The stories I've told with them, the funny humor, like, I love it. So moving forward for now, I still see it as my main thing I'm going to be working on. It's just I have some issues with the way the series has been going. The latest episode, the Soul Cairn, I feel like was a weaker episode. I think it started off really strong and ended pretty good, but the middle was pretty stagnant, I guess. I wasn't too thrilled when I rewatched it myself. I don't think it was one of my best episodes. And I think one of the issues is that it's just getting harder to tell decent stories, crack decent jokes, following the storyline of Skyrim, where I don't have the other NPCs creating any kind of dialogue for our characters to respond to. And ideally that would be the best thing. So a soft reboot, I guess, is what I'm going to go with. And we'll see what that turns into. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. And if you made it this far, thank you. I do appreciate it. So hopefully you will see some more videos soon.